Penny and her marble.
Penny and her marble, but it says Annie and her marble. Her
It
marble.
doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
Huh? Told you.
Look, Chapter 1. Penny was pushing her doll Rose in her stroller. They went back and forth on the sidewalk. Only go as far as Mrs. Goodwin's house, called Mama. Penny pretended they were in a big city. Look at the tall buildings, Rose, said Penny. When they got to Mrs. Goodwin's house, they turned around. Then Penny pretended they were in a forest. I hope we don't get lost in the trees, Rose, she said. They went back and forth again and again. Now Penny pretended they were flying in a plane. Everything looks so tiny from up here, says Penny. Just then, Penny saw something on Mrs. Goodwin's lawn. It glinted in the sun. It was a marble, a big, shiny blue marble. Ooh. It can't be Mrs. Goodwin's, thought Penny. She's too old to play with the marble. Penny bent down to get a better look. The marble seemed to say, "Take me home." Penny looked around. No one was watching. Penny picked up the marble. She put the marble in her pocket. Then Penny raced home with Rose. Look at this. What did she do with the marble? She got home. She looked at the marble and she's playing with it. Very nice. Chapter 2. Penny took the marble to her room. She shut the door. Penny rolled the marble between her fingers. The marble was smooth. Penny rolled the marble across the floor. The marble was fast. Penny showed the marble to Rose. Isn't it pretty, Rose? Says Penny. The marble was so blue, it looked like a piece of the sky. Penny went to the window and held up the marble. She was right. The marble was like a piece of the sky.
It's great.
Penny saw Mrs. Goodwin out the window. Miss Goodwin was in her yard. Miss Goodwin was exactly where Penny had found the marble. Penny hid behind the curtains. Was Mrs. Goodwin looking for the marble?
No.
Nah, she might be.
Maybe not.
Penny left the window. She hid the marble in her drawer. Penny stayed by Mama and all the babies all afternoon. She could not stop thinking about the marble. Look at that, there's some babies there. Chapter 3. Do you want to bake cookies? Asked Mama. Penny shrugged. We could make your favorites, said Mama. Sugar cookies. I'll watch you, said Penny. Yeah, cookie time. Are you feeling okay? Asked Mama. My stomach hurts a little, says Penny. Mama felt Penny's forehead. No fever, said Mama. Penny watched Mama bake cookies. Penny helped a little.
Well, he just wants stuff.
At dinner, Penny did not eat much. The oranges in the bowl looked like big orange marbles. The peas on her plate looked like green marbles. Penny pushed the peas around her plate. I'm not hungry, she said. Penny did not want a sugar cookie for dessert. What? You don't want to eat the cookie? At bedtime, Mama said, You still do not have a fever, Papa said. Oh, at bedtime, Mama said, You still do not have a fever. Papa said, You will feel better in the morning. It's probably just a bug, said Penny. Are you worried about something? Asked Mama. No, said Penny. Are you sure? Asked Papa. Penny nodded. What is she worried about? Huh? You worried about that sugar cookie? After Mama and Papa left the room, Penny looked at the marble. It was still so blue, still so smooth, and so shiny. Penny put the marble back in the dresser. Penny could not sleep. She kept thinking about the marble. When Penny did fall asleep, she dreamed. She dreamed that Mrs. Goodwin was knocking on the door, yelling, Where's my marble? Then Penny dreamed that the marble grew so big it broke her dresser to bits. Look at that. Miss Goodwin looks pretty mad in there. Finally, Penny stopped dreaming. She slept deeply until the morning. Chapter 4. When Penny woke up, she had forgotten about the marble, and all of a sudden, she remembered! The marble! Penny got dressed quickly. She got the marble and put it in her pocket. Penny looked for Mama.
Mama?
Mama, said Penny, may I take... Move your fingers. Rose for a walk before breakfast? Are you feeling better today? Asked Mama. Penny nodded. Okay, said Mama. Just to Miss Goodwin's and back. Penny pushed Rose to Miss Goodwin's yard. Penny could feel the marble in her pocket. It felt as heavy as a rock. Penny bent down. She put the marble back where she found it. Let's go home, Rose, said Penny. Hurry. See? Look, Mrs. Goodwin's right there. Oh. It's okay.
Miss Goodwin.
Yes. Wait, called Miss Goodwin. Penny's heart pounded. Oh, Penny, don't you want that pretty blue marble? Penny looked up at Miss Goodwin. Penny's cheeks were hot, so she could not speak. Miss Goodwin said, I found the marble yesterday. It was in the back of my kitchen drawer. I thought someone would love it. That's why I put it in the grass by the sidewalk. I hope someone would walk by and see it, she said. I did see it, said Penny. But I thought it was yours, so I put it back. Miss Goodwin picked up the marble. She put the marble in Penny's hand. And now it's yours, says Miss Goodwin. Thank you, said Penny. Thank you very much. Penny rolled the marble between her fingers. It seemed even more shiny and smooth and blue than before. Have a good day, said Mrs. Goodwin. I will, said Penny. I will. The pages have to stick together. Penny pushed Rose home. Penny pretended they were on a boat to the sea. The sea is the same color as my marble, said Penny. Penny pushed faster. This boat ride is making me hungry, Rose, said Penny. Let's go inside and have the biggest and best breakfast ever. It's breakfast time. And they did.
The end.